welcome to a mix rundown. Not really how to mix, but I just want to show you what I do occasionally on the songs I put out. And once again, I wanted to show you a song by the wonderful project VRROW. All the links in the description below, so you can listen to our music. And in the very end, I will show you the whole song. I will now. I will show you a bit. I will start with the intro. We have the intro here. I missed all the markers on that project. Oh well. We have the intro here. We have then the chorus coming up, and the verse. And I'm gonna show you. I just hit play, and you can listen to till the first verse. Here we go. Now we start on the very one. And so on and so forth. There's a C part coming up later. I'll show you later. So what have I done? This song is completely made by me. I wrote everything and I played all the instruments and programmed the drums. They are Easy Drummer, obviously, but I recorded the track separately. So I have like it's a recorded drum kit, but it's been Easy Drummer. Where I spent quite a lot of time tweaking the stuff. The guitars are all bias effects, the keys are virtual stuff, and the vocals are sung by the awesome Saskia, singer of VRROW. And yeah, there's gonna happen some stuff here in the back. Let's start with the intro though. We have and that's just a happy little coincidence. I have this Falcon plugin which came with Pro Tools, I guess. And I was just playing around with some preset. And I came up with this gliding sound. The siren sound you hear. And that's just a glide in that preset, and I never changed it, so stick with it. And then I put two guitars on top of that, playing this. Just show you guitars. So. And I thought, well, that's sounding good. Let's keep it like that. And then I had the feeling I needed some drums. So I put some drums down in the intro. That's all fine. And I thought, okay, I need some bass. And I put some heavy bass. Sounding good, so... And then I thought, well, this is not really kicking. There's not much impact in the chorus, and how can I emphasize this? And then I came up with a plugin I have. I bought this for Johnny Carajo, Kids Punk record, where I needed this megaphone effect. And I thought, well, I have that thing. Why not putting it on the drums in the intro, and put it on the guitars in the intro? And so now the intro is really slow and not slow, quiet and not much impact in everything. Sort of, yeah, everything sort of muted and made small, and then you have the impact on the chorus, so it sounds like that. So you have that bang on the one in the chorus, which is happening straight away. And so yeah, after the intro, let's just skip around, because that's the most important change, and it happens again here. So I left these intro drums, I just left them in Easy Drummer, didn't bother to record them out. That's just like that. And this bass is never coming back again, and these guitar just, no, they're never coming back again. So this is just intro stuff. So let me show you what I did on the various instruments. Make it a bit bigger. So we have the kick drum. And the kick drum just gets some of the lovely Slate VMR stuff going on. A bit of EQ, a bit of compression. Start with this preset. As you know, I like to start on a preset and then go from there. And try to get some low end in there, because it's not really a rock song. It is, obviously it's a rock song, but it's in a pop context. So the bass drum needed just to be very low endy, and this is how I solved that. Going to my kick arcs, not much happening there. I changed the view. I'm better in this view. So kick drum, going to my kick bus, which goes to the kick snare crush. I can show you later. And then we have the snare drum, and the snare drum is just combined snare bottom, snare top, how I liked it in Easy Drummer Sound, and a little bit of EQ and a bit of compression going on. Not much though. If you listen to the snare, let's listen to the snare in the verse. Just evening out stuff. Not much. Really like the songs, the sounds coming out of Easy Drummer. They're already pre-processed. And then we have this clap track, and this clap track only happens in the chorus. Don't mind the noise. The noise is coming from drum dirt. Gonna show you later. That's just a bit noisy, but you won't hear it in the whole song. So the claps only live in the chorus, and they are what? Oh, these are just 808 claps with a bit of VMR on it. Just a bit. What did I do on this EQ? Just high passing. All right, and a lot of saturation. And the big part is this H delay, making an eighth note delay, a small short feedback. So it's just da-dap all the time, enhancing the snare. So it's just this clap. These claps are not here for being a clap as loud as fuck, but they are here to just thicken up the snare while we're in the chorus. And if I leave them out, so if I listen to the whole drums and I mute the claps, you hear straight away that there's a bit more going on. And if you listen to the whole song, you just lose a bit of the snare without the clap. So the snare just get lost in the whole bunch of stuff going on in all my songs. So yeah, I know I have less RAM. So I just put these claps on, and the delay just helps to make the snare be longer without, I guess you know what I mean. These both go into my snare bus, which does nothing else than going into the kick snare crush, and occasionally only the claps go into my snare verb, which is not usual for me. But there you go. Only these go into my snare verb. I haven't opened this session for quite a long time, so I don't exactly know what's going on, but we're getting there. Yeah, my snare verb is as usual my plate This is all from my template. I'm gonna do an English version of my template video. If you're German speaking, there is one on this channel. Check this out. The template has evolved quite a lot since then. Yeah, kick and snare go into the kick snare crush, which is here, which has always been the VMR with the distressor. Always been, never changed. There you go. Toms are just easy drummer. Toms, I don't know if the song actually has toms. Oh yeah, it has one tom hit. Well, thank you very much for that. And going to my tom processing thingy, and a bit of tom warp, which is again played pretty much the same, I guess, than snare warp. Hi-hats, no processing. Overheads, no processing going into the overhead channel. Nothing on it because it's easy drummer, completely raw. Ambient goes to room, nothing on it, all level 0 because that's already the level came out. I put the room into the drum smash occasionally. Oh, okay, funny enough on a parallel bus. And comp and verb. These are just already processed signals coming out of easy drummer, and just blend them in, and yeah, seem like to work. So the room goes into the drum smash, and the drum smash is one of my parallel compressors, which is the FGMU Fairchild emulation. Yeah, just hidden a bit of the room signal and then getting rid of all the cymbals. So dipping down 5K with minus 6.3 dB. So did that once. It's in my preset, in my template, and I never change it, and I don't look back. And coming to the noisy one, the drum dirt, which I just only demute in the chorus. This is why I know that there's a chorus. That's where the drum dirt is on. And the drum dirt is a lo-fi, which is straight nicked from Andrew Sheps. And then I go into the 6050 by Mac DSP with a lot of distortion and pretty big amount of saturation. And this is where all the noise is coming from, actually. So there you go. Then going into the Renaissance X and getting a lot of EQ because getting rid of the cymbals. And yeah, you hear the transition when it goes to the verse, just soloing the drums again. You just hear that there's a bit of loss of energy going on. So yeah, and then everything goes into my drum bus, which lives here, with just a bit of tape on it as usual. Going to the drum dirt, going to the drums parallel compression thingy, which is just an 11 distressor on the whole drum kit, doing a fair amount of compression. Like, yeah, what is it? Yeah, 20-25 dB. So pretty much, but just a tiny bit where we're minus 7. There you go. Just gluing the drums together, actually. So there you go. These are the drums. Not much done because it's easy drummer, and easy drummer is quite easy to handle. And yeah, there you go. Not much done to it, but it works. And if it's worked, I don't care. Moving on to the bass. The bass obviously is with Bias FX, and I'm not gonna show you the chorus once again. And that always takes a bit too low, even though I have a really powerful Mac Mini, and it's just an Ampeg emulation. Classical sound you guess you need, and that wonderful EQ just gets rid of a lot of low end. You might wonder. and does nothing else. And so if you listen to the bass on its own, it's really thin. It's really, really thin. There's not much to it, but there's the synth. And both together and the important part again is the transition to the verse. If you listen to the whole song and just concentrate on the bass. It just loses a bit of energy and makes the transition more interesting to listen to, because there's something huge changing. There's getting less bass all of a sudden. And this is something that will be interesting to listen to, makes the song more interesting to listen to in its whole. So I like changes, and changes like this are important for me. So that there's a dynamic in the song happening. There you go. Moving on to the guitars, it's all bias effects. It's all completely bias effects, and with various amps. I'm not going to show you all the amps. 5150. Okay, show you all the amps. What's that? A Plexi, and so on and so forth. I guess there's an orange in there somewhere. And they are pretty straightforward. So the verse guitar has a low cut and a bit of a shelf, and then having that channel with a heavy guitar preset on it, just evening out a bit and giving it a whole lot of low-endish overtones. This is what I did here. I'm going to show you with the plugin, first without and then with. Here's the verse guitar only. Yeah, you hear it. It gets a lot of more low-ish, so the sound gets way more in front with that. And the other guitar we have is just cleaning up all the mess. And the really fun part is the chorus, because in the chorus we have a whole bunch of guitars. We have 4 guitars playing at the same time. Being a huge wall of sound, but they all do stuff differently. So the first guitar is which is my Telecaster, just playing straight chords through all 6 strings, no power chords. That actually chords played with a barré, not really chords like you play in an acoustic guitar, but you know what I mean. Then we have this one here, which are only power chords. Then we have power chords an octave higher, and we have this. And all together this. So that's not really mixing, but it's arranging, and arranging is half the way through mixing. So because I did that, I didn't have much to do in terms of mixing, because there's actually not much going on. It's just pretty common sense. It's basically only the preset, a bit of EQ tweaking, a bit of overtone tweaking, not much compression going on. Crazy in love. There's actually no compression going on in this. Crazy. Nope, no compression going on whatsoever. It's just a bit of an EQ. and a bit of overtone via the virtual channel and the revival, and that's it. So really not much going on. All the guitars together go to the guitar bus, go into tape. Again, I need to, thank you, getting a bit of tape, and then something I did for the very first time, I go into the Brainwork Suite 2 with the guitars. And what I did there is to bring out the vocals, but maintaining the hugeness of the guitars. And I just did it on the bus because I think, well, why not? So in the mono section, you see it down here, we get rid of a whole bunch, minus 3.5 dB on 1.25K, where's the speech is. And we boost a whole lot by basically 3 dB by around 500 hertz. So the guitars on the left and right side get more mids, but in the middle they get less of this speech part, frequency, range-ish thing whatsoever. So I'm gonna show you the guitars and the vocals, only guitars and vocals in the chorus. I'm gonna show you the vocals later. Are they all in one group? Okay, thanks. I'm just gonna mute the EQ.
Crazy in love, I've been crazy enough to fall in love with you. I know that's crazy too. Crazy in love.
And all of a sudden the guitar popped into existence on your left and your right ear. If you listen to it on headphones, it's really obvious what I did there. It's just popping out a little bit more without being louder, without actually disturbing the whole balance of the song. Because they are not only guitars, they're keyboards as well. And there's a whole bunch of keyboards going on. And if you know the stuff I produce, you know there's a lot going on in all the songs. So we have the pad. Pretty straightforward. We have another pad. No, it's a piano, but it's called pad. Thanks me. Just playing the chords with my beloved delay, the EC300. I love this plugin. And then last but not least, we have this arpeggio. Coming out of Anna 2, so there's not really much magic. It's just, that's my go-to synth and this bit of EQ. Not much going on, but again, it's all happening at once, including the vocals. So we have this EQ on the guitar again.
Crazy in love, I've been crazy enough.
I hope you can hear that. I find it very obvious, but I did it, so. The guitars pop into existence without being louder and more distracting from everything else. Because vocals are the most important thing in all the songs I do. So, there you go. Yeah, talking about vocals. Pretty straightforward. I just even out a bit with wave tunes, as I always do. And not much to do with Saskia, anyway. And then we have the VMR. Oh, that's old. That's old because now I have the LA2A thingy in Slate, and I use that except for the 1176 clone. There you go. Yeah, a bit of EQ, not much. Well, it's much, but standard EQing. I don't have much to say about EQ and vocals. It's just do it, and it will sound better. And if it doesn't sound better, just change it again. There you go. And a whole lot of compression, as I can remember.
I thought it would be easy, and I never really.
Okay, yeah, on that channel alone, we hit -5, and it's already been compressed on the way in on my 1176 clone by Clark Technic. So there's already much compressed, then a bit of getting rid of the S's because of the compression. The chorus is only the VMR, and I just copy paste it. If I have the sound for a singer, I just copy paste it. Not much going on. The break again, including the de-esser, and then yeah. Oh yeah, and then at the very last chorus we have this über over. She sings a line over the top, and it's just
crazy in love, crazy in love.
It's just a lot of delay, automated, so that it starts on the left side,
crazy
right side, and then moving, and then moving, and then moving to the left side. Okay, that's what I did there. Okay, and everything else is just straightforward. But as you might know if you watch my other videos with the template, this is not all I do to the vocals, because the vocals then move to the lead bus. Again, a lot of compression.
crazy, crazy in love. I hope you find someone.
See, hitting -10. Again, DS, and to the artworks, it doesn't do much. And going to the lead combiner, doing some reverb and excite. I'll show you later. And pretty much the same thing going on with the background vocals. Again, hitting the compressor and the EQ on that preset, and then moving on. Going to the vocal bus. Again with tape. Reverb, pretty straightforward. We have the VSC and a repeater as a delay plugin. Not using the slab on this, not using the stereo vocal crush, not using the spread. I used the spread for the background vocals, and the spread is just this doubler for just making it a bit more voices than they already are on a parallel bus. And the vocal crush is just another compressor parallel, not really rocket science. And that's pretty much it. And then we come to the important things on my mixing template, which is the Ribus, which I nicked from Andrew Sheps, and that's the old iteration again. Fairchild, I changed that up for, I can't remember. And which is just a parallel compression by -19 dB. And the excite, which is just a whole lot of top end added. And the excite only happens in the background vocals, the keys and the guitar, and the rear bus only happens in the guitar and the keys. So I'm gonna show you, and then we have the master bus, which is quite low. I changed so much since I did this song. It's ridiculous. But anyway, the important thing what I want to show you on that song is this huge change in energy from the chorus to the verses, and then back to the energy. And then we have this break part, which also is really low, and then hitting the last chorus. So I'm going to show you out of the second verse into the C part.
Keep us together. Have you been ready to fight? Crazy love, crazy love, crazy enough. Crazy love, crazy enough, crazy love. Crazy enough, crazy love. I hope you find someone who's crazy enough to fall in love with you. Crazy enough.
So the thing important for me is that you're going low in the C part, straight on, we have that affected vocals again with a megaphone effect, with a fuzz box again, being really low energy. And then bringing in the high vocals.
Crazy in love. I hope you find someone who's crazy.
And then the guitars and the drum fill, and then you go on the last chorus. So you have this, you start on really low in the intro, then you go to really high on the first chorus. You go back into a mediocre thing in the verse 1, hitting hard on the chorus, going low again on the second verse. Nothing changes from the first to the second verse, except for the lyrics, obviously. Then we go into the C part, going lower, even lower, and then exploding on the last chorus. And then the funny thing is that you expect the song to finish here.
Who's crazy in love?
Nope.
Fall in love with you.
We have the intro again. And then a very last verse.
Have you thought the song is over? I swear that I've tried, but I said that I'm crazy. Now that's the last line.
Because I thought it's dull just to end on the chorus, so we did this. So yeah, that's my quick, rumbly, not really focused rundown of my mixing session of this beautiful song we brought out a few months ago. You can listen to it on Spotify, Tidal, wherever you wanted to do it. Links in the description below. And press play and just show you some plugins, and you just take from it whatever you want. Thanks very, very much for watching. And see you in the next video. Until then, bye. Bye.
Crazy in love. I've been crazy enough to fall in love with you. I know that's crazy too. Crazy in love. I hope you find someone with you.